I'd say not too shabby for what I would say one of my least impressive body parts. Nice sweep. And hey, obviously I hold some fat here, but I can see the lines and even really closely some striations. So that means when I cut down, this will only be extremely freaky. Wow. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. Once I shave, I can also see veins. Not sure if they'll pop my cut, but hey, we can try. Not a bad set of quads, man. Man, what an extremely easy or simple leg day. Not easy. Obviously I went hard. Jeez. But I only recorded 3 or 4 sets for you guys. And I don't even think 4. I did like 5 sets of leg extensions. Well, I started with calves. Because it was busy when I got there. I wasn't intending to record anything. But it died down, so I recorded at least something. I'd rather post something than nothing. And I mean, dude, 5 sets of leg extensions, probably too much, but it just felt so dang good. Why would I stop? And then I just did, more of a burnout on the hack squat. I don't really like that hack squat, but do with what you got. Definitely more of just a burnout kind of leg day. I did do 2 heavy sets of leg extensions, the first 2. I didn't record it though, but that was a pretty good pump. I would say that was a pretty dang good pump for not really a heavy ass quad day. Definitely did some serious damage. I felt pretty freaking pumped. I'd say, I mean, shoot, dude, this bulk I think my legs have actually grown a considerable amount. I used to have, look at any cross-country runner pair of legs. That's the kind of legs I used to have. So this is actually a shit ton of progress for me, even though I would say my legs are probably one of the worst. It's not, saying it's a bad part of my physique, it's not even bad. I do like my legs. I just don't hold a ton of fat there. So hopefully when I cut down, and I'm gonna shave my legs, whatever, if you think that's gay or whatever, it kind of is, but it's gonna look freaky as hell. I hope I can get some veins and some deep cuts here. I mean, on the bulk I'm seeing striations with hairy legs. I'm pretty optimistic for this cut. I'm getting to that point where eating it's just a dang chore, to say the least. It's a pretty big chore at this moment. I'm getting pretty full, but hey, I'm gonna say I wanted to start the cut December 1st, but I think I'm gonna just do a couple days earlier and do Thanksgiving dinner. That's kind of gonna be the Last Supper. Ironic, or kind of a funny play on words there. But we're gonna take my time cutting, not do any crazy aggressive cut. I'm gonna try to maintain every muscle fiber I've created on my physique, get as lean as comfortable. Maybe if I got a little leaner than I should, just because it's fun and it would look crazy. Probably won't be able to maintain, obviously won't be able to maintain that, but man, 5 sets of leg extensions, 3-ish sets. I did a drop sit for the last set. I didn't even film, but for the hack squat, it does the job. And I think, you don't have to go crazy heavy every time on leg day. You need to recover, right? There's a difference between just recovering from your muscle, the damage you do to the muscles when you work out, and overall systematic fatigue that you build up. If, as a natural, if you go to the gym 6 days a week, you're accumulating a lot of fatigue, central nervous system fatigue, just general mindset fatigue. One rest day, it's going to help, but it's pretty hard to fully recover, I guess is a proper term or a way to say it. But damn, man, that was a good ass workout. I'm happy with my leg progress. I'm happy with this massing phase. You know, I maintained over the summer. I was busy bee working. So I started this bulk, or I call it a bulk massing phase because I'm not really 1,000 calorie surplus. I'm only doing like a 500 calorie surplus plus probably. 180, and I'd say I was relatively lean. Trying to stay relatively lean because it's most people, you know, forget, you know, yeah, it's cool to say I gained 30, 40, 50 pounds on a bulk. It's not possible to gain all muscle, 50 pounds of muscle. Like, I rather gain only 5 pounds and it's all muscle, right? Obviously, you're gonna put on some fat if you're eating so dang much all the time. You know, I started this bulk at like 3,500 calories, and you know, as you keep eating, you have to slowly increase it. So I'm up to 4,000 now. You know, end of week 9 here about. I'm going on to week 10. I got a solid 25, 27 more days whenever Thanksgiving is. Posting this on Halloween. You know, this is going to be you know, a big push. You know, I gotta really keep my mind on the food and, you know, eat big, keep the diet clean. This is kind of like the most important time, you know. It's hard. I've started to eat kind of junk. It's not the best for you, and you know, this is a really important time to keep your diet clean when you start to put on just fat at the end of a massing phase. But I am up to 190. I weighed in at 192. So that's good. That's 12 freaking pounds in 9 weeks. But obviously, I'd say I'd be lucky if it was 3 pounds of muscle, right? To say I put on 9 pounds of fat though, you know, I have so much water and like I'm watery as hell, and just glycogen as well. There's a couple pounds there, but definitely put on some fat. I can see it in my arms, you know, I can tell by the shoulder, it just looks almost flat when I'm not pumped, or even when I'm pumped. I don't know why I hold fat in the front of my arms. It looks so bad, but at least I can say I got like 16.5-inch arms, right? Even though it doesn't look like it. I'm excited for this cut. That's all I can say. I'm sure I had more to say. I'm kind of just repeating myself, but dude, freaking awesome leg day. I'm gonna go eat, and then I'm gonna take it easy, right? No alcohol for your bro here. Kind of more of a save my health for some gear. I'm lying, Mom. I'm joking. My mom would kill me. Hey, good ass leg day, man.